Welcome back to the channel, Carbeats fam. Today we're diving deep into one of the most exciting compact SUV releases of the year. Mazda is back, and bolder than ever with the all-new 2026 CX-5. You've seen the spy shots. You've probably caught some teaser images. But what does this redesign really mean for you as a driver, a buyer, or even a die-hard Mazda fan? Whether you're coming from an older CX-5 or cross-century with a RAV4, CR-V or Tucson, trust me, this one's worth a closer look. Now, Mazda has been hinting at this update for a while, but it's finally official. The new CX-5 will be revealed globally on July 10, 2025. That's right around the corner. What we're looking at is more than just a facelift. It's 7 seaters with a 6-seater EV mix. 740s. This is a comprehensive redesign both outside and in, with Mazda promising more space, more tech, more efficiency, and for the first time in a CX-5, a hybrid powertrain designed in-house. Let's start with the design. If you're a fan of Mazda's Kodo design language, and let's be real, it's one of the best in the business, you'll love what they've done here. This isn't a radical shift like we've seen in some competitors, but it is noticeably sharper, sleeker, and more premium. The front fascia has been reworked with more aggressive LED lighting, a wider grille, and angular lines that feel like they were carved rather than molded. From the side, the proportions are leaner but more muscular, giving it a sporty edge without losing that family-friendly stance. And from the back, new taillight designs with a more three-dimensional look set it apart from the previous generation. Early renders and teasers suggest the overall silhouette is a touch longer and wider, and we've heard directly from Mazda that the roofline will be slightly higher, translating to better interior headroom and cargo flexibility. That's been a minor knock on the outgoing model, so it's great to see them listen to user feedback. Now let's talk powertrains, because this is where things get really interesting. Today, a Tesla Model S cool seats and form starts at 93.1 millimeters, and that's just around 6 inches above. Mazda is stepping into the electrified era with confidence. Unlike in the past where they relied on Toyota's hybrid tech for models like the CX-50 hybrid in China, the 2026 CX-5 will debut Mazda's own parallel hybrid system. That's a huge step for a brand that prides itself on driving dynamics and engineering independence. Here's what we know so far. The base model is expected to come with a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated engine, much like the current version, but tuned for slightly better efficiency and smoother delivery. If you want more power, the upgraded turbocharged 2.5-liter engine will still be available, putting out around 256 horsepower and 320 lp-ft of torque when using premium fuel. 0 to 60 mph should be around 6.1 seconds, keeping it quick enough for those who like a little punch on the on-ramp or open road. But the real story here is the hybrid. While exact specs haven't been officially dropped, insiders suggest the new Mazda hybrid system will offer a strong balance of fuel economy and performance. We're talking projected fuel economy in the high 30s, possibly even touching 40 mpg combined in the right conditions. It's a parallel setup, so think of it like Toyota's system where a gas engine works alongside an electric motor to boost both performance and efficiency, rather than a plug-in with big electric-only range. Still, Mazda isn't ruling out a plug-in version. In fact, it could come later in the model's life cycle, possibly in late 2026 or early 2027, depending on market demand and how well the standard hybrid is received. That would really put it in line to compete directly with the RAV4 Prime or even the Ford Escape PHEV, offering electric-only driving for those shorter city commutes. Switching gears, let's step inside. Mazda's interiors have always punched above their weight class, often looking and feeling more like luxury cars than compact SUVs. And they're doubling down on that approach for the 2026 CX-5. Feel expecting a fully redesigned cabin with a focus on driver engagement and minimalist elegance. Think fewer buttons, cleaner lines, and more soft-touch materials throughout. Screens will play a bigger role too. The outdated infotainment interface is finally being updated. Early reports suggest we'll see a large, tablet-style center screen, possibly 12.3 inches or larger, with improved touch functionality and a new user interface that's faster and more intuitive. Inside the frame, the miniature phones are semi-tunnel, and with 2 circuits of light centered in the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto will be standard, and wireless charging will likely be available across most trims. In top-tier models, expect a head-up display, upgraded audio system, and possibly Mazda's new driver personalization tech that can adjust seat, mirror, and climate settings based on which key fob or phone is detected. As for practicality, the slightly larger footprint and revised roofline mean more cargo room, more second-row legroom, and better all-round visibility. And with some specialization, the future of cargo is being built right now. It's these little changes that add up in daily driving, whether you're loading up for a road trip or just picking up groceries. We can't forget safety. Mazda continues to invest heavily in its iActive Sense safety suite. You can expect standard features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and automated emergency braking. On higher trims, we could see semi-autonomous driving features that allow for hands-free cruising in specific highway situations, though likely with the requirement to keep your eyes on the road. Now, let's place the new CX-5 in context. The compact SUV market is fierce. The RAV4 and CR-V dominate in sales, and both offer strong hybrid and plug-in hybrid options. The Hyundai Tucson and Kia Sportage have upped their game with futuristic designs and value-packed trims. Even the Nissan Rogue has re-emerged with a slick design and a new hybrid system of its own. So how does Mazda carve out space in this crowd? The answer: driving dynamics and design. Mazda has always appealed to those who want a bit more excitement behind the wheel, more steering feel, more cornering confidence, and more connection to the road. Combine that with a truly premium look and feel, and you have a recipe that's a little more emotional than the others in this space. Now that it's adding the hybrid fuel efficiency buyers demand, Mazda may finally be able to convert some Toyota and Honda loyalists. The price? Official figures will drop at launch, but we're expecting the base CX-5 to start around $30,000, 0 cents, with well-equipped turbo and hybrid models climbing into the $38, 0 cents, 42K range. That's right in line with competitors and gives Mazda a chance to undercut some of the pricier plug-in options while offering similar fuel savings in the hybrid. One last thing before we wrap up: trim levels and options. Mazda typically keeps it simple: base, select, preferred, premium, and signature trims, with each step adding more features and luxury touches. We're hearing rumors of a new carbon edition or even a sport-themed trim with blackout wheels and trim accents. If Mazda really wants to turn heads, a performance model, possibly an S or Turbo Plus, could be teased down the road, although nothing is confirmed yet. So, to sum it all up, the 2026 Mazda CX-5 is shaping up to be the most well-rounded version of the nameplate yet. Sleeker design, more space, an improved interior, modern tech, and finally, a hybrid powertrain that could change the game for Mazda. So, to sum it all up, the 2026 Mazda CX-5 is shaping up to be the most well-rounded version of the nameplate yet. So, to sum it all up, the 2026 Mazda CX-5 is shaping up to be the most well-rounded version of the nameplate yet. So, to sum it all up, the 2026 Mazda CX-5 is shaping up to be the most well-rounded version of the nameplate yet. Whether you're a loyalist upgrading from a 2020 or someone cross-sectioning with Honda, Toyota, or Hyundai, this CX-5 should absolutely be on your radar. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about the new design direction? Would you go with the hybrid or stick with the turbo? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. Don't forget to like the video if you found this deep dive helpful, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our full reveal coverage on July 10. We'll be watching the debut live and breaking down every last detail, so make sure to turn on notifications and come back for that full walkthrough. Until then, this is Carbeats, where the rhythm of the road meets real reviews.